And good morning, everybody. It is Fabulous Friday featuring Michael Pappas. Now, Michael, I met you at Hypnothoughts Live.
Yep.
We were in an elevator together,
Yeah.
and I was wearing this, and you went,
Yes.
"Oh my goodness, I
Yep.
love your
Your
Moldavite."
Moldavite.
There we
Seriously.
go. So
Life
we
changing.
so we started chatting, and we've been friends ever since, of course. So.
Absolutely.
Now, Michael, you are into energy work. You do lots of wonderful things. And, I'm going to let you take it away. Tell us about you. We're here to learn about you, Michael. Take it away.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much. So I do a lot of energy work, a lot of energy clearing. I work with people usually on a one-on-one basis, and hypnosis is integrated into that as well. But most of my work is centered around discovering what's blocking somebody that they don't know about or they can't see or feel, and then clearing that, helping them move past that sort of thing, and becoming a better version of themselves. And I do a lot of land and house clearings. I do a lot of tarot readings for people to help discover deeper issues that maybe aren't on the surface, or help them see the best trajectory forward for themselves. And then utilize hypnosis to kind of get them on that track, which is
Brilliant.
really fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And you're speaking at Hypnothoughts. I'll be seeing you again in a couple of weeks, won't I?
No time at all.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited about that. And so I think last time I know it was the pool party, and we're both wearing something really shiny and glittery.
Yes. The floral and shiny and all the fun things. It's so much fun.
Michael, you're doing a talk, and it's typically, we've just found out, it's on at the same time as mine is on the Sunday too, which is quite frustrating. However, tell us what you're doing, because I was like, oh, great, brilliant.
Yeah, right. And you're like, I want to do that. And I'm like, shoot. Well, we can do it on I do that a lot one-on-one with my clients. But I'll be doing this as a group setting, as a gift. So it'll be a hypnosis experience. It's called Failure to Launch Redirected. And essentially, it is thinking about a time in your life, any event that didn't go fully as planned. Maybe it didn't happen at all. You attempted a business, or you applied for something at college, or you applied for a job, and it didn't work out. And you had to go into another direction. You had to make things work. You felt maybe you settled in that situation. For whatever reason, you left a lot of energy on the table. And unless you had gone back in your mind mentally, or worked with someone, or an energy healer yourself, and redirected that energy and reintegrated back into yourself, then it's still stuck back in time. So essentially, the hypnosis takes you through this process where we recollect that energy, cleanse it, and then put it into whatever you're currently working on. So we redirect all that energy into your goal, your current business, something that you want to be better at, and you feel this really amazing momentum pretty much immediately coming out of it, which is really phenomenal.
It's a massive shift.
Yeah, it is a gift to the community. I wanted to. I feel there's so many amazing people that come to Hypnothoughts Live. We are all so talented. We all have so many things to offer. And I know that Scott and Stephanie were talking about not wanting sales pitches in the room. And I'm like, you know what? I just want to do a gift. I just want to give back to these people. I want to enjoy my time there. I want people to enjoy their time there. And I know there aren't as many experiences, but the talks that I've been to in the past that are centered around an experience have been some of my most memorable and favorite. So I'm hoping that that's what we're going to do this time.
Yeah, I agree. I do an experience. It's like, and people just want to see something. They want to see a demonstration. It's like, show me, me, makes
razzle
it
dazzle me.
Interesting. Yeah. I agree. So yes, when you're speaking, then I'm actually doing, it's an interactive first session with a client. Cool. So I've got 2 hours. So if you're not, because you may be busy chatting afterwards or doing whatever. So
I could pop right into yours.
Well, you could, but I never like to sort of like say you must do this. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
But again, it's like there's a lot of takeaways for people.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, oh, great. I didn't know that. There'll be a lot of stories. And again, I've got to talk again on Saturday, the day before, 10 o'clock. And again, a lot of stories and ones that people can use and learn from, and diagrams. I love to draw my diagrams.
Yeah.
Because visual, yes. Visual and the whole kinesthetic, people want to feel stuff like you're doing. And then you also have something else on. You're helping in the self-care room.
Yeah, there's two other things really happening for me there. One is the self-care room. So the last thing for the whole conference Sunday at 5 is the self-care room. And this year, I believe the self-care room is only happening before classes and after classes. And I'm not sure if they're all group centered, but I know that they're more geared towards like everybody being able to enjoy it. So mine is another sort of gift. It will be sort of a closure guided meditation where you're kind of grounding in, you're cleansing yourself of anything that you picked up along the way, sort of just kind of washing out your energy, and anything that got moved during the conference. I mean, there's a lot, like you said, a lot of experiences, a lot of stories, and just even if you aren't somebody's, demonstration, or you don't have a profound experience, just talking about your story and your life and what you've been through moves energy inside of you. And so this will be a great way to kind of cleanse that out, let that move on properly, close yourself back up, and sort of just cleansing your energy and keeping it shielded, and then integrating everything that you've learned, all of the things, all of the great little nuggets of information, and letting that really sink in and land. And then, so that's going to be awesome. I was doing them mainly one-on-one or in small 5-person groups last year in the self-care room, grounding, shielding, guided meditation, hypnosis, and they were great. So this one I think will be bigger, and let's do it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And then you shared with me before that you are training to become a master Reiki
Reiki master teacher trainer. Yeah. So I'm in my Reiki master teacher training right now. And my Reiki master teacher is Colleen Klaya. She's wonderful. She's not a hypnotist, and she's local to Massachusetts. I'm in the north of Boston area. She's south. But so that's been an ongoing process, living the Reiki way. And I've been doing Reiki for 5 years intentionally. And then I was first sort of brought into Reiki. My mom is a Reiki master. And so she first brought me into it I think 11 or 12 years ago, but I was in my mid 20s. Actually, it might have even been longer than that. And I wanted to learn from somebody who wasn't my mom. No offense to my mom. She's amazing. But sometimes you just want to learn from other people.
Of course.
So I'm doing that. That's phenomenal. And that will just add more into, I've been doing Reiki with my healing processes already for years. And so this will just be an added heightened layer, which is awesome.
Yeah, no, I love that. I think I did my Reiki. Oh my goodness. I can't even remember when, long time ago. And I only went up to Reiki 2, and I used to do hypno Reiki. So I would do in England, I would have my clients, and because I could had hands to touch. In America, you have this thing, you're not allowed to touch people.
In some states, it depends on where you are. Every state is a little different.
Where I am. So actually, it's fine because I became an ordained minister. So now I'm on my second wedding as well. So
cool. I love that.
It means I can touch people. Anyway, I know it's to me, it's all very interesting. Let's put it that way. However, I also did hypno aromatherapy massage. So I've been an aromatherapist. That's why I first got into, oh my gosh, I hate to say it, probably over 30 years I've been an aromatherapist.
Wow. Yeah.
We moved to America and I stopped because, of course, I didn't have my hands to touch license. And also my fingers started locking.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of, it's, and I was oh, and it was I just thought, do you know what? I really want it done on me now.
Yeah, I want to receive. It's time. Turn those fingers back around. Let's go.
Yeah. And, so, and it's like, yeah, you know, and it's like getting those buttocks going and things.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'll just rather have it done on me. However, it doesn't mean to say that I don't. Still always know my oils, of course, and I love essential oils. I love the whole energy of it, and I completely get it. And I have. I've not actually found an aromatherapist. Lots of masseurs, but the actual particular aromatherapy massage is a very different massage to a normal, like say Swedish massage or stones or whatever people do. It's a specific one, and you use points on the face and things like that as well. So
yeah, I can't say that I've had the pleasure of experiencing that yet.
I know, and I keep thinking, oh, my hands are getting a little bit itchy to do it. Like, and because you involve the feet as well. I mean, I'm not a reflexologist, but we do use a lot on the feet as well. So it's pretty cool. However, I'm just saying that's something else potentially. If you ever chose to do it, hypno Reiki.
Yeah.
I
definitely do integrate Reiki into I integrated already into hypnosis, into any of the things that I'm doing. Yeah, for sure.
And everybody can with massage.
Yeah, I bet that is completely different. Well, when I'm doing, it's funny, when I do give Reiki, and I have a client, I am very firm with my hands like on the feet and on the shoulders and other areas. I'm like, oh my God, I wanted you to just keep massaging me. And I was like, I didn't even consider that until one person kind of pointed it out. So yeah, definitely more fun avenues and things to explore.
Oh, there's so many different things that you can do with it. You know, there really is. So I love that. So what's next for you as well, Michael? Then I mean, I know we've got this coming up.
So we have this coming up.
Training.
So yeah, there's there's a little precursor to something happening in August. So me and Randi Light are going to collaborate together. We have something fun in August. I'll be kind of satelliting over at her place for one of her like teachings, which is awesome. And we're going to be working together on a table during the conference. I'll be doing tarot readings, and so we'll be together a lot. So I love Randi Light. She's awesome. And I'm really excited to get that going.
That's brilliant. Cool. Yeah, I remember Randi mentioning something about that because she lives in the Indiana Dunes.
Yeah.
So you'll be going over to help her. I love that. That you'll be collaborating together and doing that. That's awesome. Yes. Well, I love Randi. Yes,
she's awesome.
We share a room every so often at various conferences, like the Mid-America ones.
I love it. Yeah, she's also friends with Sandra Grace, who's my hypnosis mama. So she introduced me to her, I think the first year. She's like, you two would get along. And we were like, oh yeah, I love you. You're so cool. So we have a lot of this.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
super
good.
Cool. And then I'm doing a couple post-conference things this year too, one with Melissa Tears and one with Lori Donnelly, the IEMT training, which I'm super excited for, which has been like a year in the making. I literally experienced it last year and was so blown away that I was like, I have to learn this. And so I had bought it, and she's so good. She's like, just within the year, learn it. And so it ended up ellipsing an entire year. And so I'm like, yeah, I'd rather do it in person anyway. So that's going to be fun.
Yeah. Fair enough. No, it is. It's great. Like I said, I think we were discussing that before. I was able to get trained in England in IEMT before it came over to America. So I think she's possibly the only trainer of it in America.
No kidding. Huh? Wow.
I don't know.
We don't know. We're gonna find out though. We're gonna find out.
Yeah, don't take that. I don't want to get into trouble from anybody.
There'll be some comments below. We'll find out real quick.
I know. No, I am a trainer as well. Okay. So I got 2016 or 17 or something in England. But yeah, no, it's an awesome process. Absolutely. And anything with eye movements. I've got eye movements.
You do that too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because Absolutely. It works.
Yeah.
Eye movements work,
Eye movements work.
It's somatic. It's like, just does.
Movement works. Movement works.
Any kind of
Any
movement.
kind of movement for energy will help you out. Yeah, I know. A lot of people are always like, oh, people keep telling me I should meditate more. I should do this more. And I'm like, I can't sit still for meditation. I'm not like a Buddhist trained meditator. I actually am better at moving. I'll usually sit down, ground in, get like connected, and then I start moving. I'll start stretching. I'll start like walking around the apartment. I'll start doing something. If I'm outside, it's very easy for me to click into meditation because it's just, you're consciously moving through your thoughts and focusing on something new to highlight that then you need to like, oh, this is sticking weird. I should work on this now. And then you find something new to do self-care and self-work on, but you don't have to be sitting still to do that. In fact, I really find that like the stagnant, like sitting still for too long or being stagnant, that's kind of what also leads to problems. Not that there's anything wrong with like traditional Buddhist meditation of sitting still in one place for hours, but for me, I'm just a mover.
Yeah. A mover and a groover, it sounds
like. Mover and a groover, yeah. Dancing again this year, like last year.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more though, Michael. I do on my so I ride my bike outside every day, and I kind of and I'll share this with you. Well, obviously I'm sharing it with everybody. So if I'm like really cross about something, like I need to get something out, I will be, so I'm pedaling there, right? I've got my little hat on, and I'm like, I move my eyes left and right. I'm on a country road, so it's fine. Moving my eyes left and right, and then I will shout and I'll scream.
Ooh.
Yeah, I let it out.
Love
and I'm moving my eyes left and right at the same time. Which is actually, and I do that in my work for other people, but it just goes to show that, hey, everybody, you can do this yourself. For yourself. And it's the whole of me moving my body. And so often, it's like I used to run a lot until I wore my knees away. And this is really embarrassing. I think I must have run about 6 miles, and I realized I was listening to the same track.
Really? Just over and over again. And it hadn't dawned on you.
I was just in the zone. I just got. And it was the younger Julio Iglesias. And
not a bad thing to have stuck on.
No, I know, he's rather nice. And it was just, but it was obviously I really liked the song, so it just kept going on, and it was just like, and I realized, I thought, ooh, I've been listening to this for a very long time. So I was in the zone, I was in hypnosis, I was in a altered state, and that is what that kind of meditative place is.
Absolutely.
And which is awesome, but I have to move.
Yeah, and I love that you brought up vocals too, because I remember, I think it was 2 years ago now, I went on Marina Castina's retreat in Mexico with Freddie Jacquin, and every morning we were doing these chanting ohms and things. It was so amazing. We were doing it for manifesting, but just like that vocalization of the ohm and just filling the room and letting that vibrate through you. When years ago on my like pinnacle like spiritual retreat, like cliff dive, where I was like, we're doing this. I was on a retreat in Panama, and I had asked the people who were in charge, because they were like, what do you want to do this night? Like, we're all going to do something together. And I was like, I love when we ohm at the beginning of yoga. It was a yoga centered retreat. I'm like, I love the ohming at the beginning or the end of the thing. If we could just keep doing that. And like, oh, we should do a sea of ohms. And I'm like, what's a sea of ohms? That sounds so cool. And they were like, we start ohming, and as soon as you're done with your ohm, you immediately start again. And so we all everyone's just ohming at their own thing. And it's just this beautiful chant-filled room. It was just so moving. And people start crying, and
I was going to say,
really emotional.
Release. It's a release.
The release was so, I can still think about it. That was so long ago. That was
Did you anchor it in? Anchor it in? Did you anchor it in?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's so profound. And I love that. I love those moments where like you's like, oh yeah, I can remember that. I can put myself right back there and like be in that moment and release something else now.
Yeah, because I believe experiences are so much more powerful than gifts sometimes. It's the biggest gift, actually. I prefer an experience.
I agree with you.
That
Completely.
to me is the gift. And of course, we come full circle, because that is actually what you're going to be delivering at
is.
Live. You will be delivering some experiences. So I absolutely love that. So and all weekend, it sounds like. As I say, if you're at the table as well, I'll come along for a tarot reading then.
Absolutely. They'll be fun. They're going to be great. I'll have some oracle cards there too if people are afraid of tarot, and all it is a tool that's going to look into your energy and see what's up, and if you have specific questions, they'll just help me cue into your energy. But you don't even really need the cards. You're just reading someone's energy. Those will just help get a little deeper.
Yeah.
Focus. Fun.
I know it is all fun. So I love this. All right, thank you so much for coming on, Michael, and thank you for watching, everybody.
Thank you for having me. Yes,
I'll see you soon.
See you soon.
So it's goodbye from me, Claudia Ricard, and it's goodbye from
me, Michael Pappas.
So take care. Thanks for watching.